What's up, everybody? We're back here on Forgotten Forest today, and I made some progress on the map since the last video. I was going to work off camera getting that production sawmill put in up there where we built the road to in the last video, and that took me a little while. I did that, got that done last night. Probably spent, I don't know, at least an hour to 2 hours getting all that cleared off, and then finally I just resorted to chipping everything up and hauling wood chips. So I was like, this is taking too long to cut down the trees, process them, load them on the trucks, deliver them, sell them. So I was just like, okay, we're just going straight to wood chips. So that's what we got going on right now, and I'm going to actually get these trucks. Actually, I think I'm just going to park these trucks because we don't need them. We'll need one of them probably, making some wood chips and stuff with the little small pieces that we do. But let me look at this right here. I think what happened was I didn't have the truck in here good. I think that should get it. I didn't have the truck in there good, I don't think, last time, and it didn't sell the chips. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so that's working. Alright, so I think I'll actually like this black truck a little better, and I've also got the trailer that has all the chicken lights on it, so I like this trailer better too. So this is going to be our main trailer for hauling wood chips, and so let's do this. So let's, I've got a route set up, did a course play route. To deliver the chips and then to return to the landing back up there. So let's go ahead and just we'll set that to go. That should go. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at the production sawmill. So like I said, I got all the land cleared, and I've already built a little road. I need to do some tree work, but I've already built a little road around it. And then back there where some of the other equipment's at, we're gonna set up a track of timber back there and start cutting some wood to feed this production sawmill. And what we'll end up doing probably is, so if you look here, we had been set up right here on this side of the bridge, and basically what I was doing was hauling the trees that I cut along this path to get to here, and then hauling them over to the sawmill. So I think we're going to basically just abandon this site for now. And so I'm going to have another site set up probably up in this region. We may carve out a pretty good spot here. I mean, we got tons of land to work with anyway. And then what we'll do on this other side is we'll probably set up something over here near the sawmill to start with, just so we don't have such a long way to truck it. And then we'll have to eventually figure out ways to get up into these other areas that are a lot more terrain, which is going to be a challenge. Which in this case, I may end up going to something like a forwarder harvester type deal, but we'll work on that when we get there. Because there are some good flat spots to work in, and this right in here through this section, it's not too bad. It's kind of, it gets pretty steep over here by this gorge or valley or whatever you want to call it. And then some other spots you can see where it's pretty steep, but a lot of this up in here is pretty flat, and that'll give us a good place to supply our production sawmill. And then eventually, I'm still debating. I'm thinking that over here at the big sawmill, or the one I built, I'm probably just going to put a universal sell point somewhere over here. I know the wood chip spot will take the lumber, but it looks a bit more realistic to have a dedicated spot to sell the lumber. So we'll do that, but for this episode what we're going to work on is up here around the sawmill, probably a pretty good area up in here to start. I'm going to take my tree marker tool, which I've completely forgot about every once in a while, but I'm going to mark a spot out, and we'll cut all that, or at least get started on it. And we'll build a road in here. Probably, I don't want to bore y'all with like building a road too much, but we'll probably, we'll have to cut a path in here. So we'll cut a path up into maybe about where that little green spot is, maybe right up in here, and then we'll build the road, and then from there I'll take the tree marking tool and probably mark out an area, you know, probably somewhere right in here to start with, and then we'll get started with that. And in a later episode we'll come down here and we'll get us a road. I think the road kind of turns and goes up like this, something like that. So we'll build us a road out this way and mark us a track over here somewhere, probably in this area, and we'll cut that. You know, but that'll be a future episode. So this episode, let's get started with you know, designating an area up in here, and we'll get us a path cut in there, and we'll get busy with that. So let's do that. I've already got the production sawmill going, as you can hear and see. I just kind of wanted to get it up and going to make sure it was working, and it is. You can see we've already got a little bit of output, not much. So we'll let that continue to go, and then as we get trees cut and processed and all that over here, you know, we'll feed the sawmill with that. I bought a trailer for this tractor so we can feed the production sawmill. Actually, I got this Brux wood chipper to spit the wood chips into this thing, but it didn't fill up. Look, if you take a look, you know, we're only at 49%. The bottom right there where it says fuel, that's the wood chips, which provides the fuel for the production sawmill. We're only at 49%. I couldn't get it to fill up any more past that, so I'm not sure what the deal is. But I mean, as long as it's running, I don't care. Oh yeah, let's take care of this truck. Okay, so we got this truck here that we can use to, I mean, we'll need wood chips for the production sawmill, of course. Boy, that thing is loud. So we'll fill it up there, and then, of course, over here, it outputs wood chips we can use to put back into the, of course, nothing showing. Oh, it may output there, actually. Okay, that's probably what it is. I thought it was inside the little fence, but I guess not. Alright, so we will use this truck some. We'll kind of split the difference. We'll use the truck to haul back to the main sawmill and sell for wood chips on the chip dump ramp, and then we'll use some of the chips to feed this if necessary. We may not even need it, but so for right now I think I'm just going to park this truck over here. Alright, that'll work. And then let's get back over here and start doing some cutting. I think what I want to do is, like I said, I'm going to build a path up till probably right in this area somewhere, just to give us a little way in, and then we'll start working on designating a track and marking it out and get to cutting. But I do like building a path just to, you know, get us something we can use to drive trucks in and out. Looks a little better. I mean, that's what you would do anyway, so. So we'll do that. And we may actually cut on both sides of the road, so we won't just limit it to one side or the other. We'll just maybe have this path that comes in here, and that'll be like the up through the middle of the track instead of just on one side. And all these trees are spruce, so even the big ones, I believe my tree marking tool should work. Whoops. Alright, well, don't have to worry about putting that one anywhere. Wherever it landed is, there it is. I probably should have lowered these trees just a little bit more into the ground, but it's a bit more realistic to have the stumps. Although it's totally unrealistic to have this machine to remove the stumps, but oh well, because usually nature does that. Yeah, I don't think I know of anywhere where you would want to remove the stumps. It's just not the way it works. It's not feasible, not economical. Alright, so we're going to go just a little bit further up in here. And then we'll hop off of here and mark us a track out. I'll just go a good ways and then hit a corner and make a 90-degree turn, and then we'll come back the other way and just mark us out a pretty good spot. Because yeah, here in the south, I mean, after about, I don't know, maybe a couple of years or so, those stumps, I mean, you can just walk up to them and kick them. They're just about totally disintegrated. With the humidity and the high temperatures and all that, it doesn't take long to get the stumps out of here. It just decompose pretty quickly. Alright, so I'm going to cut maybe another couple of trees here, and then that'll be it. This should give us a good enough path in here. Alright, we'll make this tree just to the left be sort of the end point. And I'll probably carve out a spot for like a little landing too. Let's see, let's do it this way. Actually, let's get this out of the way. And then let's go find our dozer. Yeah, this new cultivator blade on here is nice. I don't have to worry about coming back later and cultivating it with a tractor and an implement. Just do it all at once. Well, it looks like we've got some rain in our future. So hopefully we'll get this road built before all that happens. Not that it matters. Alright, so like I said, we'll have to cut us out a landing area, but I'm going to go ahead and just sort of build some, plow this or cultivate this a little bit. Just to give us an area that's relatively flat. We're starting to have a little bit of a slope, but that's alright. Okay, got that done. So let's see, where do we want to start? I think probably right about here is just as good as any. Let's see here, I'm gonna have to get my, see, I think it's under here, under miscellaneous, I believe. No, where's that at? Been so long since I used this tool. Oh, there it is, spray paint. Yeah, okay. Alright, the only one I think I modified was this red one, so we'll just go with that one. Oops. Okay, so spray paint and there. So yeah, what I modified was, instead of just a red X, which you can only see from one side of the tree, which is kind of crazy, I made it to where it goes all the way around the tree, and you can get that on my website, noagaming.com/fs19, and then you go scroll down all the way to the bottom, I think. So we are just going to, I'm going to try to go in a straight line. Some of these trees are not like on the line, so I'm gonna have to kind of, let's see, I think I'm gonna keep going. I think I saw this tree right here, which is a big one, so it'll be a good one to test. Nope, that doesn't like that. Okay, so it doesn't like the big trees. That's okay, it's a little high, but that'll work. And so I'm going to try to stay, well, of course here comes another big tree. Okay, I'm just have to go with this one. We'll try to get back in line here. Yeah, so what happened was it's looking for conventional names, so like spruce stage 3 or spruce stage 4, 5, etc. But these I've called something different, so it's not recognizing it, so I have to try to adjust that to make it work. Okay, so let's go down here just a few more trees. And I think we'll go probably to right about here. Yeah, I guess we'll go a few more. Let's two or three more, and then we'll start making a turn back up somewhere. Alright, this will be our corner spot. Okay, so I'm going to turn 90 degrees and start heading up this way. Stay on course here. Okay, so I think, let's see, we may just make that our corner right there. Yeah, let's do that. It's a good, I mean, it's a pretty good area. I mean, if we need to cut some more, we'll go back and cut some more. And if you caught my post I made on YouTube about today's video and then the upcoming changes to Forgotten Forest I'm going to do, I'm going to make it seasons compatible. I think that would be a good, another version for it, good version. And then also I had somebody say that they had or were using FDR's new machines that have the weights adjusted, and these trees are too heavy. And actually I've done a little bit of testing on that. I downloaded FDR's trailer, and in fact it's still the trailer. I always used to use FDR's trailer because it just was very stable, and I downloaded the new one and it still works good, but you can definitely tell that you know, some of the regular trucks now can use it. You don't have to use his trucks to haul them or to pull them, and so I can imagine if the trailer is that much lighter, what the other machines are. So I may end up trying to adjust the weights on these trees and not have to use FDR's trees, but I may end up using his anyway. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so I think, let's see, I better make the turn, because I don't want to get off into some hilly country. I kind of want to keep the tracks basically the same. So let's see. Yeah, this will be a good one. Good line right here. Let's see, that's a big tree. That's not going to work. I'm going to come all the way back down here. Yeah, this one should work. Yep. And I'm sure by now we would have used all the paint in this can, but I guess why it's a $500 paint can is it never runs out of paint. Alright, now this should keep us busy for a little while. Like I said, if we need to, you know, quote unquote purchase another tract of timber, we'll just mark us off another spot. It's a good thing about owning all this land. We'll just say we work for a giant timber company and they own all this land. Maybe it's a national forest, who knows? I mean, no, that wouldn't be the case. We'll say it's some giant timber company that owns all this. So we can just cut where we want to. Alright, and this tree right here I think we're going to make the last. I've probably already shot over where we had marked before, but this will be close. In fact, I do want to, let me put that away so I can run a little faster. Yeah, I just want to make sure I know where. I see some red markings over there, but we're not in line with, oh gosh, I'm way far off. Okay, so there's where we made the first line. So if we turned 180 degrees to go back, I'm sure I've marked past it. But anyway, that'll be okay. I will just meet up with this other spot over here. And we'll mark that tree. And we'll go ahead and mark this one. Yeah, I went just a little bit past, but that's okay. We'll just make this line right here our boundary. And I can't use that one. Yeah, it doesn't like that. You have to have a tree that's, you know, spruce, sage, whatever. Alright, so that gives us a good place to have some boundaries. And so, let's, first of all, let's cut the trees in this spot where we're going to have a landing. So we can actually get in here and get to working. And I always cut too small of an area, so I think I'm going to cut a pretty large area so we can have plenty of room to work. Because you know how these trees are, they, the tips of them catch on another tree and then you got problems. So we'll make sure that we've got plenty of room to maneuver. Come on, Stump. Alright, so that's still probably not enough, so we'll cut a couple more over here. Make sure we got plenty of room. Catching some lag for some reason, not sure what's up with that. Alright, so that should give us enough room to, you know, pull the trees in this way and process them. And so let me come over this way and we'll get this tree out of the way. These couple of trees right here, we'll take these down. Alright, let's get this one out of the way too. That should give us enough room to like get a truck in here, turned around, whatever, and then plenty of room to work. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is just cut us a corridor down through here. That'll be a good spot to get started. Give us a skid trail. Oops. I hate when that happens. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to deal with that later. Oops. Too button happy there. Alright, let's see, let's get the dozer again. We'll clear so good landing spot, then we'll get all our equipment moved down here. That'll probably be about all we got time for today. Oh, this dozer is so slow, but I guess it's realistic. Guess you wouldn't want a dozer doing about 25 miles an hour. You'd never get it stopped. If you needed to stop on a dime. Not that these things stop on a dime, but you know. Alright, now let's see, let's get, actually I went the wrong way. Let's get our processor down there and set up first. Alright, now I forgot I was going to show you one thing. So I'm going to get back over here. We'll just get us a truck. I don't have my truck in here yet. I'll get that in there, but we're just going to lease this real quick. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, I got a couple of trailers over there. I was just testing out some stuff. This Pitts log trailer is the one I've been using, and I like it because it's pretty, at least around here, this is what you would typically see is one of these Pitts log trailers. So I was using that. The problem with it is when you get it loaded down and put all the logs up, you know, to the top of the stakes there, the suspension back here gets, it's kind of, I don't know what the word is, loose, I guess. It really wants to wobble on you, so I'll show you in a minute why that's a problem. We'll just hop in this truck real quick and drive over because it'd be quicker than running there, I think. Now these trees along the edges of the roads where I cleared to make this road, I think I'm just going to come back at some point and chip them up. It's just too much work to pull them out of there with a skidder and skid them and then process them and haul them and all that. So I'll probably just come through there with the Brooks wood chipper and chip them up. We'll clean all that up later. I try to work off camera as much as I can because that kind of stuff's boring, so get all that done off camera and add to our $2.379 million. There's a log truck that wouldn't make it up the hill, so it's parked there for now. But what I'm going to show you is right up here. Yep, so here's what happened. I'm not sure why the log spilled out of there, because it was strapped in there. Oh, they are still strapped in there. It's just they decided to spill out for some reason. So this is the North Modding Company's B-Train trailer, and it has instability issues as well. And so actually, before I dumped this trailer over, you can see I had gone in here with the landscaping tool and was trying to sort of smooth it back out because it was at a pretty good angle as you come across here. In fact, it wasn't quite this steep of an angle, but it was close to that. And so when I came down here with a previous trailer, in fact it was the Pitts log trailer, I dumped it over. That was the first load down here. And then I got busy with the landscaping tool and tried to even it out, and it doesn't look very good. For some reason, I guess because of these trees maybe, the landscaping tool didn't want to work in some spots, so I couldn't get it like I wanted it to. Plus I hate using the landscaping tool, it never works right. So I thought I had it enough to where it wouldn't tump over, but I guess I hit maybe this spot. You can see where it dips right there. I think I hit that spot and it just got a little sideways on me. I couldn't save it and over it went. That's 2 trailers full of logs that I've dumped over right there. The first one I was actually able to save. I tracked the log loader all the way down here, got it back up on its wheels, and then I was able to actually push it on up this way where it was a little bit more flat ground, and I was able to hook to it and go deliver the logs. But this one I got frustrated and I just like, I'm just going to leave it there. So it's where it's been for a good little while now. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So even getting up this hill is a challenge. So eventually I'm going to find another path down. But until I do that, what I think I'm going to do is, instead of having this sharp of an angle, you can see right there where the road starts to make a turn, it's got a pretty good little angle there. So I think what I'm going to do is try to come out straight this way to avoid, you know, a sharp angle on the turn. I'll come out here a good ways and try to find another spot, probably right here in this bottom, where I can then make a turn and come back up this way. I'll come up right through here, and then probably come up straight this way and hook back in with this road right there. So that's what I'll do instead of having that sharp turn right there, until I can find a better way to get up that hill, which that's going to mean probably instead of coming up here, it's probably going to mean either coming up this way and making a turn, or gosh, the only other way I can think of is to maybe come up this way up through here like I originally intended to, and probably down through here and over and back around. So it's going to be a nightmare to cut all that, make a path through there. So hopefully instead of coming up this way, hopefully I can come up this way. It's not quite as steep. It's still gonna be steep, I think. But in fact, let's check that out, because we're sitting right here. All right. So instead of going up there, is there any way over here? So this isn't quite as steep. Come up to here, and then can we go up this way? That's not bad at all. That's what I should have done to begin with. I didn't even check this spot out, because that's not bad. It does get a little steep there, but we can come over back in this way, kind of in this little valley between hills, and come up this way. Maybe even make a turn and come over here. I don't know. No, that gets pretty steep too. Probably up this little valley is our best bet, because we're already sort of back up the hill. Maybe tie back in with the road we had. I don't know. That's awfully steep too. Probably not. Probably have to just continue up parallel to that road. But we definitely need a better way of getting up here, because some of the trucks I have won't even make it up that hill. Just too steep, and that's just poor planning on my part. I should have explored some more options before making this giant climb up this hill, because like I said, I've only got 2 trucks really that'll make it up here, and that's my Kenworth and FDR's truck. But alright, so back to here. Oops, wrong way. Let's see, where's our skidder? Need a skidder. Okay, so I just realized the way I've got this set up, I totally did this wrong. At least, not the way I was thinking. I should have cut, or now I need to cut out this way and get rid of all these trees out here, up until probably about here or so, because you can see there's that one tree that's laying there. That'll be my measuring stick, I guess, because that's close to where I'm going to put the butts of the trees. I'm going to put them right here. Yeah, so that's pretty close. So we'll have to come at least out to here, which means 1 tree, 2 tree, probably this tree, and probably that one needs to go. That'll open all that up. So I'll get that done before next time. But my plan is I'm going to skid the trees up into this area, have the butts, facing where the processor's at, and then I'll process them out this way. This will be where the log pile is going to go, right here in this area, and then I'll pick them up with the loader from where I'm standing, and then have the log truck back in right here, and we'll load him up from where the loader's sitting. So we'll have to cut a few more trees out of there, and then, like I said, I do want to cut a corridor down one side, and now that I messed that tree up, I may just have to either move it or do another spot. That'll probably, I'll probably just move it. I'll just get the skidder and haul it out of there. But that'll be what we work on next time, is cutting a corridor down through there so we'll have a good skid trail, and then we'll bunch up a bunch of trees along either side of the corridor. That'll give us a good place to skid back up to here, and we'll have to probably clear out a few more trees. We'll have to probably skid them. We'll see if we make a corridor over here. We'll skid them around this way where the skidder's at now, kinda, and we'll have to swing them around over to here to then put them in front of, well, over to here. Yep, that'll work. Alright, good deal. So that's what we'll do next time. But I'm going to go ahead and end it now here. And then we'll come back next time, like I said, and make that corridor for the skid trail and get busy loading up some logs. In fact, before I end this video, I'm going to grab the log truck wherever it's at. Yeah, we'll use this one. I don't like this green truck for this operation, the chipping operation. So this will be our log truck. I parked the pit, or the FDR chiller, right over there. So what we'll do is we'll just park this wood chip trailer for now, and we'll pick up the FDR trailer, and I'll get it up to the landing. That'll be our first load of logs out there with that trailer. Alright, so hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time here on Forgotten Forest. Thanks for watching.